The news with Gary Lipitor and meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. I'm Gary Lipitor.
Meteorologist James DeFazio in for Eric.
And we know Eric was battling a little bit of a sore throat yesterday, so he took the day off today to hopefully recover. And how's the weather for him to do so?
Not too great, unfortunately. And it's really unfortunate because we have the ride today, but it's looking like a very, very wet day today. We're going to see multiple rounds of showers and storms. I hope I'm wrong, but it's looking like a near washout level of a day. Taking a look at your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, you can see we're starting the day relatively calm, relatively quiet. A couple of light showers across the area. We're not seeing the level of storms that we saw last night at this time, and we shouldn't see any quite to that level last night that we saw last night. We had a storm roll through southern Otsego County, actually produced ping pong ball size hail in the village of Unadilla, and really, really strong winds as it moved through the village of Oneonta. Today, we're going to really be keeping our eye on locally heavy rainfall. We have a flood watch in effect for Chenango and Otsego counties locally. They saw the heaviest of the rain yesterday. They will see the heaviest and steadiest of the rain today. We're waking up to partly to mostly cloudy skies in downtown Utica and also some areas of patchy fog. If you're doing any traveling this morning, just be aware that you may encounter some of that. It's very, very warm this morning, 64 degrees with cloudy skies. Very humid as well, dew points still into the 60s. Today, we're going to track those showers and thunderstorms. We do warm up into the mid-70s, highs right around 75 in the mid-afternoon. Coming up, we'll take a look at those showers and storm chances. Gary?
James, thanks. It's a time.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back and good morning. We're still taking a look at conditions as you head out the door on your Munson Commute Cast, and conditions as you just saw off the tower camera there are a tad foggy. We have quite a bit of fog off the tower cam up here on Smith Hill, and we're not the only place seeing fog. There's areas of fog across central New York. We're also seeing areas of scattered showers this morning. No thunderstorms at this time, but some steadier showers. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, the steadiest of which to the east of Herkimer County right now, but we are going to see more continue to roll through as the day progresses. We're starting off the day in the low to mid 60s, so comfortable start to the day, but it is quite humid out there. Your road camera's not loading right now for some reason, but you can see on the Nexus cam, most roads are dry, but not all. Some roads across the southern tier are still wet. Some areas seeing some very reduced visibility, such as Binghamton, only 1 mile. Also very reduced visibilities off our Oneonta cam. Currently no issues on our commute cam. Give yourself some extra time if you're this morning just because of those wet roadways as well as those foggy conditions. Coming up, we're going to break down just how many showers and storms we're going to have today. Gary?
James, thanks. They're common flying insects.
Swell your day. Watch for the Storm Tracker 2 Commute Cast and be ready for your drive to and from work. The Storm Tracker 2 Commute Cast is brought to you by the Pratt Munson College of Art and Design. Visit Pratt Munson today and ignite curiosity and creativity.
Come get your Children's Miracle Drawing ticket in person Thursday, June 12th at Holland Farms Bakery and Deli from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. They'll be on site accepting cash, check, or credit card. So come get your Children's Miracle Drawing ticket Thursday, June 12th at Holland Farms Bakery and Deli.
Legacy isn't handed down.
The Oneonta Cam is brought to you by Semicron Danfoss. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Friday morning. We continue to track rounds of showers and thunderstorms for today. Showers and thunderstorms moved in late last night or late last evening and brought in packed quite a bit of punch across the southern tier. Let's take a look at downtown Utica, which was spared. The Utica-Rome area did not see the worst of the thunderstorms by far. Otsego County by far saw the strongest of the storms, with ping pong ball size hail being reported in Unadilla. We're starting today primarily dry in most places, but not all. Dry roadways for downtown Utica and current temperatures, in the mid-60s. We're all waking up to temperatures in the low to mid-60s. Relatively mild start. It is also rather humid out there. Scattered showers and storms continue today. We are tracking a relatively mostly rain-free weekend. A couple of showers continue Saturday morning, but most of the weekend is dry. And then For your week ahead, comfortable temperatures settle in. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar showing those scattered showers this morning. We're going to see very scattered light rain showers earlier this morning before steadier rain showers settle in by mid-morning. 64 degrees with cloudy skies in Rome currently, calm winds, a 62-degree dew point with a 64-degree temperature. Very humid conditions out there this morning for your morning commute. This flood watch for Otsego County and for Shenango County goes into effect at noon and is in effect until midnight tonight. And this is because these areas received the most rain yesterday and the heaviest of the rain, and they're most likely to see the heaviest of the rain yet again today, our southern tier counties. Your Clinton Tractor and Implement Mowcast today, not going to be able to get the lawn cut. It's just going to be too wet out there, and with the amount of rain we saw last night. Saturday, the second half of the day will present an opportunity. We'll dry out in the afternoon and evening, and Sunday looks like a primarily dry day as well. We're settling into the 70s. We have temperatures settling next week with low to mid 70s for several days. We're seeing very comfortable temperatures for an extended period of time. This morning, those showers become slightly more prevalent in nature as the morning progresses. By 10 a.m., widespread rain overspreads the region. It's relatively light in nature, but there are some scattered downpours in there. As we head into the evening, some showers and thunderstorms develop along this frontal boundary. Keeping an eye out for a couple of strong storms. We're not expecting many, but by Saturday morning, we could be seeing a strong storm yet again, very close to Oneonta, Otsego County yet again. But as Saturday progresses, the day dries out, precipitation comes to an end, and we warm up into the mid-70s. A look at your 7-day forecast. Unfortunately, the riders are going to be dodging raindrops today. Showers continue into Saturday morning. The rest of the weekend looking dry. Rounds of showers and storms on Monday and Tuesday before pleasant weather settles in for Wednesday and Thursday. Temperatures for next week look to settle in for sustained low to mid 70s, so not too bad temperature wise.
Yeah, tough day for the riders today, though.
It is. It's going to be a tough one. Hopefully the rain this morning is relatively light enough that they can get through it, and the thunderstorms look to hold off, so at least until the afternoon.
James, thank you. Emergency crews down in Baltimore are...
They go. You need to know. Will they need a jacket? An umbrella? What should your kids wear to school tomorrow? Get the bus stop forecast only from Storm Tracker 2. Brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Cutting-edge surgery without the cutting.
And thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Libator. Meteorologist James DeFazio is in for Eric this morning. And James, rain today, sadly, for the Ride for Missing Children.
Fortunately, yes, we're still tracking rounds of showers and thunderstorms for Friday, and it's not going to be a complete, and we're not going to see rainfall for the entirety of the day, but it's not quite enough for me to call it a washout, but it's not far away either. Taking a look at your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, you can see we're starting the day somewhat dry. We have a couple of light showers just to the north of the Finger Lakes, just west of Syracuse, as well as some showers exiting the eastern Mohawk Valley. Primarily dry start to the day, but that is going to slowly change as the day progresses. Flood watch goes into effect for Shenango and Otsego counties at noon today, and that lasts until midnight tonight. So we're expected to see heavy rain continue this afternoon and evening. Primarily dry in downtown Utica. Utica was spared the worst of the showers and storms yesterday. We'll see if they can get just as lucky today. Some areas of patchy fog this morning. Some areas reporting some very poor visibility. Binghamton Airport right now coming in with near 0 miles of visibility. 64 degrees and cloudy in Rome with calm winds. It is quite humid this morning with a dew point up above 60 degrees. We're going to continue to track these showers and thunderstorms. They become more prevalent as we head into mid-morning. Highs today are going to be in the mid-70s in the mid-afternoon, right around 2 to 3 p.m. Coming up, we'll break down the arrival of those showers and storms. Gary?
James, thanks. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away each morning. President Trump and Bill...
One question for you. Did you get your ticket yet?
The Oneonta Camp is brought to you by Semicron Danfoss.
Welcome back and good Friday morning. As you can see off the Oneonta Cam there, we are dealing with some areas of reduced visibility this morning thanks to areas of patchy fog. And it's very scattered, but some of it is very dense out there. So give yourself some extra time if you're heading out this morning, and just be aware of that. Temperatures this morning, we're waking up relatively mild temperatures, low to mid 60s across the area. Relatively warm, relatively mild start to the day, and it's quite humid out there as well. Dew points are in the upper 50s, low 60s. Up in Rome, 64 degrees with cloudy skies currently. Dew point right at 62 degrees, making it feel very, very humid out there. Calm winds, which is nice because we are going to see winds pick up a tad as the day progresses today. Taking a look at your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, a couple of showers off to the south and to the east of Utica. Primarily dry weather across Oneida County. That is going to change by mid-morning. We're going to see steady rain arrive for the majority of the day. Coming up, we're going to take a look at just how much rain we're going to have, as well as what that weekend holds in store for us. Gary?
James, thanks. The International Boxing Hall of Fame week.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Friday morning. Very nice, pleasant, dry start to our Friday, but fortunately that's not going to last. Showers and storms are going to work their way in by mid-morning, and we're going to see a return to wet weather. Let's take a look at downtown Utica, where you wouldn't know, but it's very, very beautiful out there. You wouldn't know that there's rain on the way. Partly sunny sunrise this morning, partly sunny start to the day with highs in the mid-60s and dry conditions. But this can't be said for all of central New York. Some of central New York saw some showers up until just a little while ago. Some areas still are seeing some scattered showers. Scattered showers and storms continue today. They become more prevalent as the morning progresses. Most of our weekend looks dry. The beginning of the weekend starts wet. Saturday morning looks wet, but after that we dry out. And then comfortable temperatures settle in for the weekend and for the beginning of next week. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar showing we had some light showers move through a short while ago. We're in a dry period right now across Oneida County. Another round of showers about to enter the Syracuse area. There's more showers back to the west as well. We're going to continue to see these overspread the region as the morning progresses. But for now, cloudy skies, 64 degrees, calm winds as well. The dew point is up in the 60s, which is making for very humid conditions. Only a 2-degree difference between the temperature and the dew point. It's quite humid out there. You can feel it. We do have a flood watch in effect for Otsego and Chittenango counties today. This goes into effect at noon and lasts until midnight tonight. And this is because these areas saw the heaviest rainfall yesterday, and they're most likely to see the heaviest rainfall today. And we'll keep an eye on that to make sure that no warnings are issued, and if they are, we'll obviously pass them along immediately. Clinton Tractor and Implement Mowcast for you. Too wet today to get the lawn cut, unfortunately. Saturday afternoon, though, we do dry out. The second half of Saturday is an opportunity to cut the lawn, as well as a dry day expected Sunday. Our temperature trend, low to mid 70s, continues for about the next week straight. We're going to see comfortable temperatures through the weekend and into next week, right around where you choose the temperature to be. Showers this morning very scattered, but by 10 a.m. steady rain pretty much overspreads all of central New York. By noon to 1 o'clock, some thunderstorms begin to develop. Some stronger storms possible, primarily south of Utica. We're going to keep an eye on that. Showers and thunderstorms are around through the afternoon into the early evening hours. Overnight, showers and storms scattered yet again continue. Tomorrow morning, we start again with a couple showers and storms, and then things dry out for the rest of your Saturday and the rest of your weekend. Taking a look at your 7-day forecast, after a wet beginning to the weekend, the second half of Saturday looks dry. We dry out in full. Dry weather for your Sunday, partly sunny. Showers and storms return on Monday and Tuesday. Very nice weather settles in again for Wednesday and Thursday. Temperatures look pretty consistent, right around the low to mid 70s for the entirety of the forecast period.
As those riders are getting ready this morning, be careful on those roadways.
For sure, for sure.
James, thanks. Text messages that appear to come.
News with Gary Libator and meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on this Friday. I'm Gary Libator.
Meteorologist James DeFazio in for Eric.
And those storms that you were talking about last night, packing a punch. We're hearing on the scanner some trees down in Worcester, some power lines down in Oneonta.
Southern and eastern Otsego County got hit very hard. We got reports of ping pong ball size hail from Unadilla, which is very, very large, and it was very, very impressive. We have some some videos and pictures of that out on social media if you're interested. It is quite impressive. Some of the largest hail I've seen in quite some time for central New York. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar this morning, not entirely dry, but we're in a dry period right now across Oneida County. We've seen some light showers move through. They're off to the east right now. We have more light showers working in from the west right now near the Syracuse area. These showers are going to become more widespread as the morning progresses. They're going to be very scattered until about 10 a.m. Then they become almost widespread. Flood watch is in effect from noon until midnight tonight for Otsego and Chedango counties because, as we were just mentioning, they got hit the hardest last night, and they're most likely to get hit the hardest today. They're the most likely to see heavy rainfall today, which is why those flood watches have been preemptively issued. Pretty much very nice weather to start the day on the Nexus Cam, partly cloudy and dry in downtown Utica. We are seeing some areas of patchy fog. You could see that off the tower cam this morning, just a couple of minutes ago as well. Binghamton reporting 0 miles of visibility currently. 64 with cloudy skies in Rome, calm winds, very humid start to the day with dew points in the low 60s. Highs today are going to be in the mid 70s in the mid-afternoon. Showers and thunderstorms develop by mid-morning. We're going to be tracking those in more detail coming up in full weather. Gary?
James, thanks. It's a time in Utica's history.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Good Friday morning. We're taking a look at conditions as you head out the door on our Munson Commute Cast, and conditions right now are pretty darn nice, but unfortunately things are going to deteriorate as the day goes on. Right now we're starting the day off in the mid 60s with pleasant weather across central Oneida County. We do have more showers working in from the west, and they'll be working in over the next 30 to 45 minutes. We're going to see steady rain develop by mid-morning as well. Temperatures this morning low to mid 60s. Roads, some roads wet, some roads dry. Just be mindful that there are some roadways out there. Some areas have seen rainfall this morning. Downtown Utica is one of the areas that has not seen very much rainfall this morning. The other thing we want to make you aware of, some areas of patchy fog. The Binghamton Airport reporting 0 miles visibility. Can't really see much off the Oneonta Cam as well. Nothing showing up really in terms of traffic issues to make you aware of. We have yellow on the commute cam this morning because of the showers developing as well as those patchy fog. Yellow for your ride home as well due to those developing thunderstorms. Coming up, we'll take a further look at when these thunderstorms come to an end and what you can expect for your weekend. Gary?
James, thanks. They are common flying.
Children's Miracle Drawing Ticket in person, Thursday, June 12th at Holland Farms Bakery and Deli from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. They'll be on site accepting cash, check, or credit card. So come get your Children's Miracle Drawing Ticket Thursday, June 12th at Holland Farms Bakery and Deli.
Don't let the weather spoil your day. Watch for the Storm Tracker 2 Commute Cast and be ready for your drive to and from work. The Storm Tracker 2 Commute Cast is brought to you by the Pratt Munson College of Art and Design. Visit Pratt Munson today and ignite curiosity and creativity.
I just have one question for you. Did you get your ticket yet?
The Oneonta Cam is brought to you by Semicron Danfoss. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Friday morning. We're seeing some partly sunny, nice skies right now to start the day. That's going to change. Wet weather is going to move in. We're also seeing some areas of patchy fog, which you could see on our Oneonta Cam. That is not the case in downtown Utica. Take a look at downtown Utica. We're partly sunny skies and mid-60s to start the morning. It's a quite humid but mild and warm start to the day. Currently dry. That's going to change. We do have showers working their way in from the west right now. Scattered showers and storms continue for the duration of the day today and into the overnight. Most of our weekend is rain-free. However, we do have some showers lingering into Saturday morning, and then comfortable temperatures settle in for not just this weekend, but into next week. We look to have sustained comfortable temperatures. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Currently dry across Oneida County. We saw some lighter showers work through earlier this morning. We have a next round of showers currently overspreading the Syracuse area. These are going to become more widespread as we go through the morning. By about 10 o'clock in the morning, it's going to be almost widespread rain across central New York. 64 degrees with cloudy skies currently in Rome. calm winds and a dew point in the low 60s, very humid conditions this morning. We have a flood watch in effect for Otsego and Chenango counties. These areas both were hit the hardest last night, both with thunderstorms and with heavy rainfall. So with these areas having been hit the hardest, they're the most vulnerable today. They're under flood watches from noon until midnight this afternoon as we track those showers and thunderstorms. Your Clinton tractor and implement Mowcast. You're not going to be able to get the lawn cut today, unfortunately. Saturday afternoon, we dry out. We do have the opportunity to get the lawn cut the second half of Saturday, Sunday as well, looking like a nice, pleasant, dry day. Again, these pleasant temperatures settle in through the weekend and into next week. Low to mid-70s continues. Very, very comfortable weather, low to mid-70s. My personal favorite temperature, low to mid-70s. As we head through the morning, those rain showers become more widespread. Have it paused here at 10 a.m. They really become very widespread throughout the morning. Some thunderstorms also begin to develop by midday. By noon, we see a thunderstorm in Otsego County, thunderstorm in Chenango County. We're going to be tracking those throughout the afternoon. They become a little bit more scattered throughout the evening hours and into the overnight. Tomorrow morning, again, a couple scattered showers and thunderstorms, yet again, primarily south of Utica, before things fully dry out on Saturday and we warm up very nicely. Taking a look at your 7-day forecast, showers and storms continue today, tonight, and into Saturday morning, but by the second half of Saturday, we dry out and we begin a very nice second half of the weekend. Sunday, highs back up into the mid-70s with pleasant weather. Showers and storms return for Monday and Tuesday, highs in the low to mid-70s. Yet again, highs low to mid-70s for the middle portion of next week, but pleasant weather settles in for Wednesday and Thursday. Mostly sunny skies by Thursday. We may even climb up into the upper 70s.
Just be careful for those riders today on the road.
For sure. Definitely be careful on those wet roads.
That's for sure. James, thanks. Emergency crews down in Baltimore. And thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Libator. Meteorologist James DeFazio is in for Eric this morning. And James, sadly, you have some sad news for the riders of the Ride for Missing Children, right?
They're going to be dodging raindrops, but they might get off to a dry start. It looks like it's going to be very scattered until at least mid-morning. So depending on their exact location and what time they're in and out of the schools, they may get lucky for the first half of the ride at the very least. Taking a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar this morning, we can see we have a couple of scattered light showers working across the region, one in Otsego County, another one working through the Syracuse area, heading for central Oneida County right now. We have steadier rain back to the west that's going to arrive by mid-morning. The areas that got hit the hardest last night, both with thunderstorms and heavy rain, were in Chenango and Otsego County, and they both are underneath flood watches for the daytime today from noon until midnight, because we're going to see rounds of showers and thunderstorms today as the day progresses. Downtown Utica starting out the day partly sunny and dry, relatively warm as well with temperatures in the mid-60s. Areas of reduced visibility across the state, patchy fog. Just be careful if you're doing any traveling this morning, be aware of that. Binghamton Airport actually reporting 0 miles of visibility. 64 degrees and cloudy in Rome with a very high dew point, low 60 dew point. Very humid conditions this morning. If you go outside, you'll notice that it is quite sticky out there. Showers and thunderstorms continue for the entirety of the day today and even into the overnight tonight. Highs are going to be in the mid-70s. Coming up, we're going to break down when these showers and storms come to an end and what you can expect for your weekend ahead. Gary?
James, thanks. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. President Trump and billionaire Elon Musk.
News Channel 2 is brought to you by Holland Farms Bakery in Delhi.
The Oneonta Camp is brought to you by Semicron Danfoss.
Welcome back and good Friday morning. As you can see off the Oneonta Cam there are some areas of patchy fog this morning. Just keep that in mind if you're heading out this morning, that you may encounter some areas of reduced visibility. Temperatures this morning starting off in the low to mid 60s, a very warm, mild start. It's also quite humid out there. You'll notice that you can feel the air out there right now with dew points all the way up in the low 60s. 64 and cloudy in Rome with a 62-degree dew point, making for very muggy conditions and a very muggy start to the day. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Light showers are beginning to work into central Oneida County. We're going to see light showers become more prevalent as the day progresses. Those showers and thunderstorms continue today and into the overnight. A wet start to the weekend, but it doesn't last. And then comfortable temperatures settle in for the entirety of the weekend and next week. Coming up, we're going to take a look at when we dry out for the remainder of the weekend. Gary?
James, thanks. The International Boxing Hall of Fame weekend is
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Friday morning. The dry start to the morning, but we are tracking showers to arrive by the middle part of the day today. Showers and thunderstorms are going to be around for most of the afternoon and for most of the evening. Let's take a look at what we're starting the day with. Downtown Utica, currently dry, mostly cloudy. It was partly sunny a little while ago, but clouds have thickened up a little bit. It's a warm start to the day, though. We're starting the day in the low to mid 60s. It's also humid out there. It's noticeably humid. You can feel it. Dew points are up into the low 60s. We're tracking scattered showers and storms to continue today. Light showers this morning, more steadier showers and thunderstorms for this afternoon and evening. Most of our weekend looks rain-free. We're going to start Saturday morning wet, but by the second half of Saturday, things dry out. We look to stay dry through Sunday. And then comfortable temperatures look to settle in, not only just for this weekend, but for all of next week. Very comfortable temperatures. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, primarily dry across the area right now. We have a couple of light showers working into Oneida County right now. Steadier rain back to the west, which will arrive later in the day, later this morning. 64 degrees with cloudy skies, calm winds, a dew point in the low 60s makes for a very humid conditions out there this morning. Shenango and Otsego counties got hit pretty hard last night with heavy rain and some thunderstorms, some very strong thunderstorms, particularly across southeastern Otsego County. These areas are both underneath the flood watch today from noon until midnight because they saw so much rain last night. They're the most vulnerable of our area today. So we're going to be keeping an eye on rainfall rates across those counties today. Your Clinton Tractor and Implement Mowcast today going to be really tough to get the lawn cut today with how much wet weather we're expecting. Tomorrow, the afternoon hours and evening hours, absolutely an opportunity. And as we headed into Sunday, a fully dry day, another opportunity. Again, these comfortable temperatures, we're settling into the low to mid 70s, not just for this weekend, but as we head into the beginning and the middle part of next week. It looks to stick around and be comfortable and then even warmer as we head towards the end of next week. Today, scattered showers, they become more prevalent as the morning progresses. By noon, we're all seeing steady rainfall. A couple of thunderstorms begin to develop. They primarily are across the southern tier, but we're going to continue to keep an eye on those. A couple do make it across the Mohawk Valley. Scattered showers this afternoon and evening. Scattered showers continue into Saturday morning. Strong thunderstorms showing up here at 7 a.m. Saturday morning. We're going to keep an eye on that. They quickly move out to the south. We dry out in the second half of Saturday and we warm up rather nicely. Your 7-day forecast, after a wet start to the weekend, it dries out very nicely Saturday afternoon and evening. Beautiful weather for Sunday, mostly sunny, highs in the mid-70s. Showers and thunderstorms return for Monday and Tuesday. And then partly to mostly sunny weather settles in back for the middle portions and the end of next week. Wednesday and Thursday looking very nice with temperatures in the mid-70s.
Yeah, we keep saying it, but be careful to those riders in the Ride for Missing Children this morning.
Yep.
James, thanks. Well, text messages to the weather. Meteorologist James DeFazio in for Eric today. And the weather for the Ride for Missing Children so far, not too bad, but...
You know, it really did hold out for most of the morning, which is fantastic. But unfortunately, widespread rain is about to overspread our area. We're going to be seeing widespread rain for most of the afternoon and into the evening hours, and showers continue into the overnight as well. Take a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Plenty of yellows, oranges, even a couple tints of red in there. Some heavier showers moving in across central Oneida County. But region-wide, steady to moderate rainfall is going to be falling throughout the afternoon hours. This is going to slowly overspread the area, and we're going to see quite a bit of rain as the day progresses. That is why we have a flood watch in effect for Shenango and Otsego counties. These areas were hard hit with rainfall last night. This went into effect just now at noon and is in effect until until midnight tonight. Still mostly cloudy in downtown Utica. However, that rain is beginning to move in. Very humid. Dew points all the way up into the mid-60s. Rain has reached Rome, 68 degrees with rain falling now. Temperatures this evening are going to be between 70 to 75 degrees. We're going to continue to track those scattered storms and showers. Coming up, we'll break down when these, or just how strong these storms look to get, as well as what your weekend has in store. Gary?
James, thanks. Brand new this noon, and Otsego County man.
Go. You need to know. Will they need a jacket? An umbrella? What should your kids wear to school tomorrow? Get the bus stop forecast only from Storm Tracker 2. Brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group. The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Friday afternoon. Tracking rounds of showers and thunderstorms, and we have a round of showers and thunderstorms working into the region right now, and it's going to be quite wet this afternoon. We're going to be seeing steady to moderate rainfall for the entirety of the afternoon. Take a look at downtown Utica, where it just started raining a couple of minutes ago, and it didn't take very long for it to be very wet. There's already some puddles showing up on the wet roadways. Temperatures up into the upper 60s. We'll climb into the low to mid 70s this afternoon as this rain continues to fall. Scattered showers and storms continue both today and tonight. A few storms may be on the strong side this afternoon, especially across our southern counties, primarily Shenango and Otsego counties. And most of our weekend ahead looks to be rain-free. We're going to start off a little wet Saturday morning, but things do dry out as the day progresses. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar is lit up this afternoon. We have all of the colors on here. We have light rain working into the Mohawk Valley, steadier rain across the Utica area, some yellows, some oranges across central Oneida County indicating some heavier rain. This is going to continue to overspread the region. We're going to continue to see this steady to moderate rainfall for the entire of the afternoon. 68 degrees with rain falling at Griffiths and Rome. Dew point all the way up at 65 degrees with that 68 degree temperature. That's a very, very humid dew point. We have a flood watch in effect for Shenango and Otsego counties. Both these counties got hit pretty hard last night with thunderstorms. They saw more rain than the rest of the viewing area. They're definitely the most vulnerable today, which is why the flood watches have been issued for them. We're going to be watching rainfall rates across those counties. Again, a couple of those storms may be on the strong side. If they are, they would be most likely to occur across the southern portions of the viewing area. Our primary concerns are straight line winds and flooding across the southern tier. It's going to be too wet to mow the lawn today. You could get the lawn cut possibly tomorrow afternoon, but Sunday looks like the best of the three days that we have at our disposal right now. Sunday looks to be entirely dry. Showers and storms continue this afternoon. They become a little bit more scattered as we head into the overnight, but as we approach Saturday morning, pretty widespread yet again. Some stronger storms yet again across the southern tier. These move out of the area relatively quickly into Saturday afternoon. Second half of Saturday looks dry and warm. And then the rest of the weekend, we really dry out and things settle down. Look at your 7-day forecast. A wet, stormy start to the weekend, but we dry out in the second half of Saturday. By Sunday, we are completely dry, a fully dry day, highs all the way up into the mid-70s. Showers and storms return on Monday and Tuesday, highs in the low to mid-70s. And then as we head into Wednesday and Thursday, we dry out. Pleasant weather sets in for the middle portion of the week with temperatures in the mid-70s. A really nice forecast, actually. A couple days with some scattered storms, but after today's widespread rain, things really improve.
Man, those Ride for Missing Children riders got to be careful this afternoon.
Yes, that's for sure. For sure.
James, thanks. Colorado State prosecutors have now officially in for Eric this noon. And James, we keep talking about the Ride for Missing Children, and they're about in it now, right?
Yes, rain is fully overspread Oneida County at this point and the Mohawk Valley. We're all seeing rainfall at this point across central New York. And unfortunately, it's only going to pick up in intensity across the Utica area, across the Mohawk Valley as the afternoon continues. We're only going to see heavier rainfall. These yellows and oranges will continue to overspread the Utica area over the next 30 to 45 minutes. This steadier rainfall will turn into more moderate to borderline heavy rainfall at times. It has already overspread most of northern Oneida County, but we have plenty of rainfall back to the south and to the west that will continue to work throughout the afternoon and evening. We'll see rounds of showers and storms. We have a flood watch in effect for the areas that got hit the hardest last night. That would be Shenango and Otsego counties. They saw the heaviest of the rainfall last night, and they're the most vulnerable today. We're going to be monitoring rainfall rates across those counties today very thoroughly. Wet roadways now. It is pouring in downtown Utica. And it didn't take very long for things to start puddling up. So it's still rather wet, the soil, even though we had a couple dry days. Just keep that in mind if you're doing any traveling today. Give yourself some extra time to slow down on the roadways. 68 degrees with rain falling in Rome. It is a very, very humid day. 65-degree dew point, only 3 degrees from the temperature. Very, very humid conditions. This evening, scattered showers and thunderstorms continue. Temperatures are going to be in the low to mid-70s. Coming up, we're going to track when we dry out in full for the weekend, as well as if any of these storms are going to get quite strong. Gary?
James, thanks. Harvard University has filed a...
Central New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Friday afternoon. Rounds of showers and thunderstorms continue to work across central New York. This afternoon, as we speak, we're dealing with some heavier showers with some random rumbles of thunder embedded. We'll be watching for some more storms as we head into the afternoon and evening. Take a look at downtown Utica. Wet weather has overspread the area. Very wet roadways already, even though it's only been raining for about 30 to 40 minutes. Highs today were already up into the upper 60s. We should get up into the low 70s in this afternoon once this wet weather continues to work through and we get a little bit of a break. Scattered showers and storms continue both today and tonight and into tomorrow morning. A few storms may be on the strong side later this afternoon and evening, especially across our southern counties, and we're tracking a mostly rain-free weekend. It starts off a little wet on Saturday morning, but we end the weekend very dry. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, plenty of steady to moderate rainfall across Oneida County. There's not a lot of lightning in here. There may be a rumble of thunder or two hiding underneath the radar on us, but I'm not getting much detection of lightning at this time. It's really just very heavy rainfall right now. 67 degrees with rain falling in Rome, 6-mile-per-hour breeze, and yes, the dew point of 66 degrees. It is very, very humid outside, and you can feel it. We have a flood watch in effect for Otsego County and for Shenango County. Went into effect at noon, expires at midnight tonight, and this is because we're going to see these rounds of showers and storms, and these areas are the most vulnerable today after being hit by heavy rain last night. They saw some very strong storms across those counties last night, where Utica and Rome stayed relatively dry. Just so happens, those areas yet again are the most likely to see storms this afternoon and evening, and if they do, the primary concerns would be straight line wind gusts as well as flooding, again, primarily across the southern portions of the viewing area. It's going to be too wet today to be able to get the lawn cut, your Clinton tractor, and implement mowcast. Tomorrow afternoon, it will dry out enough that you have an opportunity to get it cut. Sunday, by far the best of the 3 days that looks like a completely dry day. Those rounds of showers and storms continue this afternoon and evening. As we head into the evening hours, they become a little bit more scattered, a little bit less widespread, but they do continue through the overnight. As we head into tomorrow morning, we still have a couple scattered thunderstorms working through the region, a couple scattered downpours from 7 to 10 a.m., and then things really begin to dry out. Decreasing clouds through the afternoon and evening. It ends up being a rather pleasant day with highs in the mid-70s. Taking a look at your 7-day forecast, we're tracking a very wet start to the weekend, but fortunately a dry finish to the weekend. Showers and storms continue this afternoon and evening and into Saturday morning. By midday, we begin to dry out on Saturday. Sunday looking very nice, partly sunny with highs in the mid-70s. Showers and thunderstorms return on Monday and Tuesday with highs in the low to mid-70s. Pleasant weather settles in by Wednesday, even warmer with sunshine on Thursday, highs upper 70s. Gary?
James, thanks. We are back with News Talk. Our guest this noon
is under an air quality advisory. The state DEC and state health department issued it today. The pollutant concern is fine particulate matter due to the smoke from the wildfires in Canada. According to the health department, exposure could cause short-term health effects like irritation to the eyes, nose and throat, could be coughing, sneezing, runny nose, and shortness of breath.
Let's get you over to Chief Meteorologist Bill Carter to talk more about this.
Yeah, looking at some of the numbers here, the numbers are worse in northern New York. I think we're kind of lumped in on this across parts of the Adirondack, so it's kind of the fringe of our area. Also, too, the rain, I think, helped kind of clear out the air today. But yes, we do want to be careful because the winds are going to turn into the north over the weekend, and we will have some very minor impacts on air quality. I don't foresee it being any different than what we dealt with earlier this week, but we will keep an eye on things heading into tonight. The rain continues to move to the east. We will see a few lingering showers tonight, so we're not completely done with the rain. Temperature is 71 degrees. It's still pretty humid out there. That dew point 64. We'll have some on and off showers into Saturday morning, but the majority of the weekend looks great and dry and very pleasant. Again, aside from Saturday morning, we're expecting rain to return heading into Monday. This evening, a brief shower, temperatures in the upper 60s. Feeling pretty humid out there, but the humidity is going to drop. And again, we're looking forward to a nice weekend. I'm going to look at the forecast coming up. Kristen, back to you.
The course may have changed, but the mission.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're getting ready for the weekend. Will this be the 29th weekend in a row where we've seen some rain? The answer is probably. We have a few showers around tomorrow morning. If we can somehow manage to escape those, we might get a chance to get a dry weekend here. We haven't had a 100% dry weekend since November 16th through the 17th. If we have a 5-minute shower after midnight, this would technically not count. So sometimes these stats can be a little deceiving. Most of the weekend looks great. Temperatures are going to be in the mid to upper 70s, and Sunday looks to be a nice day too, with partly sunny skies. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Rain continues to move to the east. Came down pretty heavy this afternoon, and we did have some minor flooding in poor drainage areas. Reminder, you can always get weather alerts to your phone by downloading our Storm Tracker 2 weather app. And even if it's not a weather alert, today that our weather app alerted folks as that rain came in with heavy rain, a quick weather alert on heavy rain as that approached. So let's talk about light smoke. So we were talking about air quality at the beginning of the newscast. There will be some very minor effects from wildfire smoke. The winds turn into the north, and we will see very light smoke down to the surface. I'm not expecting this to cause any big problems, but if you're really sensitive to air quality issues, you might notice it here for the weekend. Again, this is going to stay light through the weekend, and it really shouldn't cause any visibility issues or any haze in the air, unlike what we dealt with earlier this week. Cold front continues to move to the east. It's a drop in the humidity more than a drop in temperature that we're going to be noticing. We will see clear skies work in from the west as we head into Saturday, but again, it does start out with some wet weather, some lingering showers tonight. Overnight lows drop into the low 60s. Some wet weather early Saturday morning. This is 7 a.m., best chance south and east of Utica. This weather system moves to the east, and again, most of the day looks nice. Sunshine, 1 p.m. temperatures in the mid-70s. We'll be in the upper 70s in spots tomorrow, just depending on how much sunshine happens. Mostly clear skies tomorrow night. Overnight lows drop down into the 50s, and Sunday looks nice. Again, most of the day dry, temperatures in the upper 70s. A few clouds return late in the day before the next weather system arrives, bringing us rain on Monday. Showers tonight, low of 61. Tomorrow, a morning shower. Otherwise, the majority of the day looks pretty nice, 76. Partly sunny Sunday, 78. Showers, thunderstorms Monday, Tuesday. Highs in the low 70s. Looks like nice weather. Sunshine, temperatures very comfortable, being in the mid-70s. Humidity stays pretty low over the next 7 days.
Yeah. Bill, thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Really?
Our first look at the forecast this half hour with Chief Meteorologist Bill Carter. Hey, it got crazy last night.
Yeah, we had some pretty strong storms across the southern valleys, and there was some hail that took place in Unadilla, the southern part of Otsego County. This picture from Allison Barnes. You see the size of that. That's a little over a 1/4-inch hail, so that's 1 inch in diameter. And there was also some strong winds and some wind damage in the southern valleys last night. So even though we missed the storms in the Mohawk Valley, parts of our area did see some of those strong storms. Today was about the heavy rain. Some soaking rain this afternoon. Those showers have now pushed to the east. There's a few breaks of sunshine taking place, but there is still the chance of a shower here as we head into this evening. Temperatures are going to settle into the 70s over the next several days, much more seasonable weather ahead. If you're taking the dog out for a walk tonight, again, some breaks of sunshine, a couple of spotty showers, but I think it's going to be a generally nice evening. Tonight's featured dog, Abby, from Forestport. And if you want to be part of this, head to Skycast WKTV on Facebook. This is brought to you by Nissan. We're taking a look at the weekend forecast coming up. Kristen, back to you.
Well, if you're looking for
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're tracking nicer weather heading into the weekend. The rain that we were dealing with today is not going to be around tomorrow. Just a couple of showers early. If you're doing some grilling, looks like good weather here as we head into Saturday and Sunday. Monday, not so much. Looks like the rain's going to return. Temperatures will be in the 70s over the weekend. How much rain has fallen today? It depends on where you are. Across southern valleys, we had over an inch of rain in Lawrence and Springfield, where there was some ponding on roadways and some minor flooding in poor drainage areas. The rainfall totals were a lot less heading north, actually the lowest amount in the Mohawk Valley, but still a good soaking rain. Herkimer picking up a little over a quarter of an inch of rain. By the way, you can get weather warnings, weather alerts on your phone by downloading our Storm Tracker 2 weather app. Showers, rain that we saw today now moving to the east. We're going to get a chance to dry out heading into tonight. Notice a couple of sprinkles out there as we're looking west. We could see a couple of these this evening and tonight. Not really a big deal. Also, we're watching air quality. The wildfire smoke that we were dealing with earlier this week is likely to drop in from the north again. This is not expected to cause a significant decrease in the air quality, but if you're really sensitive to this, you might notice it. Again, it's not bad enough where we would tell people to not be outdoors or to be concerned about it. The smoke will be very light throughout the weekend. Again, if anything changes, we'll let you know. Whitesboro, 70 degrees. Mike and New Hartford, 71. Cassville, 68. Jeff and Mohawk, 70 degrees. Inlet, 65. Deb and Hartwick with 65 degrees. Cold front moves to the east. Behind it, we've got a small dome of high pressure, which will work in from the west and give us a pretty nice weekend. Tonight, overnight lows will drop down into the 50s. A couple of sprinkles out there. We start out tomorrow morning with a few showers, especially south and east of Utica. The weather looks to improve throughout Saturday afternoon. A few breaks of sunshine. Temperatures climb into the 70s. Skies look mostly clear tomorrow night. Overnight lows drop down into the 50s. Sunday looks nice. There will be a weather system that arrives late Sunday, but it does look like most of the day is dry and partly to mostly sunny. Temperatures climb into the upper 70s. Tonight, showers, a low of 61. Tomorrow, a shower in the morning. Otherwise, a pretty nice afternoon. Temperatures climb into the mid-70s. Storm Tracker 2's 7-day forecast. Sunday looks nice, partly sunny. Clouds will return Sunday evening. Rain is back as we head into Monday and Tuesday. Showers, thunderstorms, highs in the low 70s. Partly sunny skies, dry weather for the middle and end of next week with high temperatures in the mid-70s. We'll be right back.
With Jason Pallas.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We're going to get to those stories in a moment. First, though, I want to get you set for the weekend. We got some good news. We're going to see the sun on a Saturday and a Sunday.
Imagine that. The majority of the weekend looks great. Will it be rain-free? Probably not. We've got a few showers in the forecast early Saturday, but don't lose hope. Don't be upset about this. It's going to be 100 times better than what we dealt with last weekend. And remember, it was raining pretty much the whole weekend. It was chilly. We're not doing that again, at least not this weekend. Sunshine, temperatures in the 70s. We do have a couple of showers out there, so it does look like it's going to start wet. Live look at the Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, a couple of sprinkles, especially south of the Mohawk Valley. Temperatures are not bad. We're 65 degrees, mostly clear skies being reported at Griffiths and Rome. It is still pretty humid out there. You'll notice some humidity tomorrow, but the humidity will start to ease back as we head into the weekend. Going to bed tonight, might want to run the fan. It's going to be pretty warm out there and a bit humid. Overnight lows drop down into the low 60s. Again, tracking a nice weekend here in central New York. I'll let you know when we're expecting a return to rain. Look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Happening tomorrow. Well, what's
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Could we get a rain-free weekend here in central New York? The last time we saw absolutely no rain from start to finish on a weekend, it was November 16th through 17th. I think this weekend we are not going to break this streak. It's a little deceiving, these statistics, because even if you just get a little bit of rain tomorrow morning and it's dry the rest of the weekend, it doesn't count. So again, it's like saying, oh, there was 5 minutes of sunshine on Saturday, so it was a sunny day. And you're only looking at one part of the weather here. Looking ahead, the grill casts. Again, it's going to be a nice weekend. Saturday, Sunday, especially in the afternoon and evening, both days should be pretty nice. You can get out and grill. Monday, not so nice. So we're looking at widespread rain to return. A reminder, you can get weather information on your phone. You can download our Storm Tracker 2 weather app. You can get alerts if the weather does turn for the worst. We do have some, again, rain chances here early next week. Live look at downtown Utica, 65 degrees. It's looking pretty quiet outside. A couple of very light showers to the south and west. We could see a few passing showers tonight and into early Saturday, but the weather in general looks to be pretty nice. The winds turn into the west. A light wildfire smoke haze will be moving in, just enough to impact air quality. It's not going to be enough to cause any big problems, but if you're super sensitive to changes in air quality, you might notice this tomorrow. We'll be keeping an eye on this into Sunday. The smoke does look to be fairly light and really maybe just a light haze in the sky, but not expecting any significant impacts here. Bigger picture, weak area of low pressure moving across the region tonight, bringing us a few showers. Overnight, we'll see temperatures drop into the low 60s. A passing shower early Saturday morning, but it moves out. 7 a.m., again, the best chance will be south and east of Utica. We will see partly sunny skies in the afternoon. Temperatures make their way into the mid-70s. Saturday night looks dry, partly cloudy. Overnight lows drop into the 50s. Sunday starts out nice, lots of sunshine early. Later in the day, some clouds start to arrive. But again, it does look dry for the majority of the weekend. Showers tonight, low of 61. Showers early Saturday will dry out in the afternoon. Sunshine, 76 for the high. Partly sunny skies on Sunday, 78. Next week, widespread rain Monday and Tuesday. Temperatures in the low 70s. Could see some thunderstorms as well. Dry weather, sunshine, comfortable. You know, a lot of people say, oh, the fall is so nice. Temperatures are in the 70s, low humidity. Well, that's going to be next week. Except for Monday and Tuesday.
That's all right. I would say we need the rain, but
no, we don't.
All right, thanks, Phil. Well, with the sun making its
News with Jason Palace.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're going to get to those stories in a minute. First, though, I want to get you set for the weekend with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Not with him. He's got his own things to do.
Oh,
but
yeah.
You can get out with this kind of weather, right?
I'm going to be out too. Should be a nice weekend. The majority of it looks great. A couple of showers here early Saturday. Sunday, temperatures in the 70s. After last weekend, we definitely earned it. Last weekend, of course, remember it was raining. It was in the 50s Saturday, and really wasn't much better Sunday. But again, we are making big strides in a different direction here. A couple of sprinkles out there this evening. Live look at the airfield battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A few lingering showers will be around into Saturday morning, but most of the weekend looks nice. 63 degrees, the current temperature, clear skies. We'll be in the 70s here throughout the weekend and into early next week. If you're going to bed tonight, thinking about either the fan or the air conditioner, probably just the fan. We're looking at overnight lows in the low 60s, so it should be a relatively comfortable night. We are tracking our next chance of rain early next week. A look at the forecast coming up. James, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Happening tomorrow. Hey, well, what?
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Can we finally do it? We have not had a completely rain-free weekend since November 16th through the 17th. So at any point in the weekend, any sort of rain or snow, we've had a stretch of weather since then where we've had consecutive weekends with rainfall. Unfortunately, I don't think this one is going to do it either, because we have some rain showers early Saturday, and these stats can be pretty deceptive because the weekend looks great. It should be a beautiful weekend in central New York for the most part. We're only looking at one part of the weather. It's almost like saying, oh, the sun was out for 5 minutes today, therefore it's a sunny day. It's kind of how rainfall stats work. Any sort of rain adds it to the rain for the day. Looking at the weather again, a couple of showers early tomorrow. The rest of the afternoon looks great. The evening looks great. If you're looking to grill, the weekend should be no problem for that, both Saturday and Sunday. The weather turns unsettled on Monday. A reminder, you can always get weather alerts to your phone by downloading our Storm Tracker 2 weather app. Live look at downtown Utica, some breaks in the overcast. Turned out to be a nice evening. Temperature of 63 degrees, noticeably humid, although not as humid as yesterday. A few sprinkles out there this evening, especially south of the Mohawk Valley. This is a live look at their Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. And again, some of these showers will linger into the start of the weekend. Another thing we're tracking is wildfire smoke from Canada. We saw some of this arrive earlier this week. The winds turn into the north, and that should carry more light smoke into our area. The good news is that the levels look relatively low. Unless you're really sensitive to this, I don't see this affecting most people, and it should be okay to be outdoors. The wildfire smoke will be pretty light heading into the weekend across central New York. Big picture, low pressure moving to the east, dragging a cold front with it. We'll get a chance to dry out later tomorrow. We will see a few showers around first thing Saturday morning, especially south and east of Utica, but the rain does not last for long. It should move to the east. We'll get a chance to dry out. Saturday should be a nice finish to the day, partly sunny skies, temperatures in the 70s. Saturday night, mostly clear skies. Overnight lows drop down into the low 50s. And then Sunday looks like a nice day. Lots of sunshine, temperatures in the upper 70s. Showers tonight, low of 61. Tomorrow, shower in the morning, otherwise a pretty nice day. Temperatures in the mid-70s. Beautiful Sunday, 78. Rain returns Sunday night into Monday. Showers, thunderstorms Monday, Tuesday. Sunshine returns, comfortable temperatures in the 70s Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
No reason not to get out and enjoy the weekend for sure.
Should be a nice one.
All righty, thank you, Bill. And while we're talking about enjoying